And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Now a play fake here on first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Clemens. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 31, Jackson. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Flushed out right. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Let's go.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This pass into the arms of Snead, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. They'll run on first down. Clemens. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now if they're not taking care of the ball better.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw his car. He gets it to Brown, complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Patrick Wcfl up to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. Clemens, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Jackson, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Clemens. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here we go. Ain't together. Watch twins. Watch twins. Boom, boom. 24 is the mark. Come, baby. Come, baby. Woo! 24 is the mark. 3 buzz.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check the backer.
They'll run with Sanders. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burke. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Hey, 734.
On play action, it's Carr. This will be caught by Brown. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Johnson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
You think you're going to get express? You think you're going to get this? Check. Crunch. 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 93. 93. That's it.
They go back to the ground. This time Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2.
We got this.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Jackson, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On second down now, Clemens. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Right there. 54 miles. You're not ready.
They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. Wide open receiver complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Check.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check 50. Protein spill.
To Johnson again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, Alpha.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On second down, Jacobs. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. Bring it. Hey, check.
Carr. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there on the keeper. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And some room to maneuver. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that
play. He's able to call his own number. For 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
Nice hit, boy.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 24 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 24 is the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. Hustle. 24 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Back now in the East Bay. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mike 48. Come on. Hey, wahoo.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
One, Raider 1. Hey, Delta.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Carr now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Burke. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Carr. Over the middle complete. That's Burke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll try to turn a corner, but he can't get there. And it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got him in. It's Brown. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Carr, and he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.